There's something wrong with the Rolex Daytona. Something that most people who own one probably aren't aware of. So what's the problem with one of the most sought after and indisputably best investment timepieces on the planet? What could possibly prompt me in the title of this video to say, don't buy one? The answer is simply that it doesn't do the job it's meant to. Let's remind ourselves what a chronograph is. It's a tool watch that records the time between two events and allows you to accurately read this from the dial. But a Rolex is a superlative chronometer. It exceeds the cost standards, and by quite some margin. But that's not the problem. The Daytona does record the time between two events very accurately. The problem, however, is it doesn't allow you to read that time accurately. This is all to do with the frequency of the movement and how this is matched to the graduations on the dial. Beating at 28,800 beats per hour, the Rolex Daytona caliber 4130 generates 8 ticks of the large central second hand per second. However, as you'll notice on this close-up, the dial has only 5 graduations per second. So when the chronograph is stopped anywhere between seconds, it's impossible to give an accurate reading because the hand will never line up with any of the markers. Now if they'd gone for 4 graduations per second, then every other tick would line up, but they didn't. The predecessor to the Rolex caliber 4130, the caliber 4030, was based on a modified Zenith El Primero chronograph movement that beat at 36,000 beats per hour. That's 10 beats per second. But Rolex, wanting to improve the power reserve of the automatic movement, reduced this to 28,800 beats per hour, and there it has stayed, even with the latest caliber. So, if you want a highly desirable, iconic and beautiful looking timepiece that's a great investment, then get yourself a Rolex Daytona. However, if you want a chronograph that will allow you to accurately measure the time between two events, then don't buy one. If you'd like to see a follow-up video seeing how other chronographs from Patek Philippe, Lange & Son, Omega compare to the Rolex Daytona, then please like and subscribe.